freedom,
family,
world unity,
all these things and more will be discussed on this podcast.
real stories, real people, real debates. On this podcast, we like to express our freedoms and talk about anything and everything goes.
Like freedom, family is important to us, and anybody that is listening, watching, or coming on the show as a guest star are all considered part of the greatest family that ever was to solar system, the human race. No matter who you are, where you come from, you will always have a voice here on this podcast.
We like to flex our First Amendment, where all speeches and opinions are accepted for the right of freedom of speech. We have a saying we like to live by. Live life with eyes wide open. Being open-minded leads to true understanding of the world as it really is. Please, come, join us, and enjoy this experience as we embark on the journey of truth, as we dismantle the subjective truth. I'm your host, Nick.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria.
And you're experiencing High Consciousness.
Disclaimer. Any and all information on topics presented to the best of all who is present in each episode's knowledge. The goal of this podcast is to bring people together and set the example we all wish to see in our everyday lives. Whether it's home life, education, politics, history, business, etc. Any and all subjects can and will be talked and peacefully debated about on this podcast. On debate episodes, there will be a set rules of debate that hosts and guests alike must follow. We ask that you, the audience, like we ask of our guests, in the comments to please try to keep the language as clean as possible. We are a podcast for entertainment as well as educational purposes. Here we are all equal no matter what race, age, or gender. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hi, y'all,
And welcome back
to another episode of
High Consciousness.
I'm your host, Nick.
I'm your co-host Victoria,
And
and
we
we
are
are
High
High
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Welcome back to another episode, everybody. Today is Fun Facts About America, Part 6. And today we have a special guest who's never been on the show before, Aubrey! And today's fun facts are going to be, where did America get its name? Where did Mount Rushmore come from? And who invented the blue jeans?
The blue jeans?
Mm-hmm.
I bet it was some guy in the Navy, and he was old.
Old Navy.
Ah. Hmm.
So, Aubrey, is there anything you want to tell the audience about yourself? No.
Wow. You want to see there in the headlights?
Yes, there it was. I like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter fan. We all are big Harry Potter fans.
That's the only thing that I get from mind. That's the only thing?
Yeah.
Hey, that's one thing.
I love Butterbeer.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever had the butter beer? No. So, okay, there is the old keg recipe that you can get that is at
Cracker Barrel.
There is also the Three Broomsticks one that's butter beer. But that one tastes like pure liquidated cardboard, in my opinion, compared to the actual thing. The actual recipe is the old keg one. I think, yeah, it's that bottle right up there. I mean, in the camera they can't see it, but it's right up there. That's the one you want. That is the very same recipe that they use at Universal Studios to make the actual butterbeer there in Harry Potter World.
Yes.
Yes,
That
that
right
one.
there by Side Diamond.
Cracker
Good old
Where
Cracker
all
Barrel.
the good crack is. All your favorite favorite childhood like, crack candy and stuff, Like, but anyway.
That'll be my birthday present for myself.
Oh, yes. Like, I get some every now and then as, like, a treat to myself, and I feel like treating myself.
Mm-hmm.
But, anywho's, let's get on to today's topics.
And
American fun facts.
And what are we starting with first, then?
How did America get its name?
Oh.
That was the very first thing.
Oh, okay.
So, you'd think our continent would be called North Columbus. After all, when Europeans were boldly drawing maps and naming giant swaths of land, Christopher Columbus was the explorer most closely associated with, the travels to the far side of the Atlantic, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's the one that discovered us, right?
Yes, why are we called Columbus then?
Well, I'm fitting to tell you. But instead, America was named after the mysterious Florentine explorer Amerigo Vespucci.
Amerigo Vespucci?
Vespucci.
Vespucci.
Mm-hmm. Vespucci. I thought it was with a V. No, P.
It's a P?
Yes.
Vespucci.
Pucci.
Pucci.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And he may have made as many as 4 voyages to the New World, although 2 are disputed by historians. In letters describing his journeys, Vespucci asserted that the newly discovered land was not part of Asia, but rather a new continent he dubbed the New World.
Ooh.
An idea and phrase that Columbus never put forward. So it wasn't even Columbus that put that phrase forward.
It was Vespucci? Vespucci?
Apparently it was Amerigo Vespucci.
Amerigo
Vespucci.
You put in the word of the New World, huh?
Amerigo, amigo. I mean,
Nah.
I guess
so.
My American amigo.
American amigo, who's the Vespucci?
The Vespucci. The amigo. Anyway.
Yeah.
In 1507, a German cartographer named Martin Waldseemüller printed the first map featuring the word America. I can see no reason why any would object to calling this after the man of great ability who discovered it. German name. Waldseemüller.
Waldseemüller.
Like, that's what it's W-A-L-D-C, like, I see you. And then Mueller with, like, or Muller, but with, like, you know, the funky little dots on the top. And so it's like Mueller. Mueller. like Bueller. Bueller.
Definitely can't be saying his name.
You ever seen it?
No.
You've never seen Bueller's Day Off?
Bueller's Days Off?
Ferris
Bueller's Day Off? Who's that?
You don't know who Ferris
Nicholas,
Bueller is?
I'm gonna slap you. I know you know better. I know you have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Don't play with me.
I will have to see the movie just to double check that.
Really?
So
that whole scene where the
I get it?
teacher's like, Bueller, Bueller, like, really? No bells.
Nobel Prize?
You're actually gonna tell me you never seen Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo Banzai. Buckaroo Banzai.
Oh.
You may
Ferris
have to
Bueller's in it.
Ferris Bueller.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, you look pretty good. He was just an extra.
Baby, please tell me this is a lie.
I will go.
Please tell me this is a lie that you have not seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Tell me you're lying to me. Please tell me you're lying to me.
I plead the fifth. I can't tell you whether or not I've seen it. I can't. Can I see? Frankie, can you please show me? Show the audience what movie we're talking about.
I want to legit cry right
This
now.
has just
like,
opened up your entire relationship.
my soul. Oh, my soul hurts. Oh, I'm actually crying. Like,
Oh, I've seen that movie. Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah.
But you don't know this. No, you have not seen that movie. Maybe you've seen little clips and bits and stuff, and maybe you've seen the. No, you have not seen that movie. If you do not know Bueller, if you don't know that, you have not seen that movie. No.
It's understandable for me, but not for you.
Yep. Kids say something.
No excuses.
Yep,
No
I've
excuses.
seen
And
it.
you call me uncultured.
Actually,
Ooh.
I actually seen that movie. It's been a hot minute. Forgive me. That's been 8 years.
That's not that much.
Yeah, but like it happened in 8 years though. Okay, you tell me what you did in the last 8 years. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay then. What did you do?
That was not a good time. We're not gonna talk about that.
Anyway.
Move on.
Okay, movie wise.
Waldus Mueller
And what
apparently
about-
under the false
don't
impression.
remember.
Oh, let's move on.
Quit breaking my heart.
I'm not breaking your heart. When I know when I've seen the movie. Now that I've seen the
movie, you've seen the face.
Everybody knows that movie as soon as you go, Bueller.
Not me, unfortunately.
Clearly not.
Anybody that has ever seen that movie, they know that line. They know that scene, they know that line.
What year did it come out?
No. Like,
90.
90s?
you lying to me.
My mom was 10.
But anyway, so let's get back to the topic. So I can see no reason why anyone would object to calling this after the man of great ability who discovered it, wrote Waldus Mueller, apparently under the false impression that Vespucci's travels preceded those of Columbus. In the centuries that followed, many would paint Vespucci as a huckster who schemed his way into history. Ralph Waldo Emerson said with disdain, "Strange that broad America must wear the name of a thief, Amerigo Vespucci, managed in this lying world to supplant Columbus and baptize half the earth with his own dishonest name." Whoa, that's a burn if I've ever heard one. In truth, Vespucci probably did nothing dishonest. Modern historians believe Waldus Mueller was led astray by salacious forged documents printed by scamming publishers that made it seem like Vespucci beat Columbus to these shores. When Waldus Mueller learned of his mistake, he revised the map so the continent was labeled Terra Incognita, or unknown land in Latin. But the first name stuck. In 2003, the Library of Congress spent $10 million for the only surviving version of Waldus Mueller's American map, now on display in Washington, D.C. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting for our first fact of the episode. Mueller.
But you know nothing about that. Nope.
No. Oh.
And so, our next topic will be, where did Mount Rushmore come from? And our lovely host, Nicholas, will be reading it.
Lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So where did Mount Rushmore come from? Obviously, not a natural phenomenon. This famous sculpture high in the Black Hills of South Dakota was originally conceived as a way of drumming up tourist dollars for this sparsely populated state. More than 80 years later, the scheme is working. 2.3 million people visited the site in 2010. In 1923, the state's official historian, Doane Robinson, dreamed up the idea of carving famous faces into a mountainside. He persuaded Gudson Borglum, an American-born sculptor of Danish descent, to create it. Borglum chose the site, the design, and even the presidents.
Borglum?
Borglum?
Yup.
Borglum.
Man, I wonder how his ancestors got that last name. They must have been pretty bored of Borglum.
Borglum for 14 years, until his death in spring 1941. Dynamited and shaped granite to form the 60-foot heads of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
Erected heads, huh? I let him to blow him.
Granite, 60 feet of granite.
A whole lot of blow.
Imagine the width on that
So
thing.
much white dust, too.
Imagine the width on that thing.
Oh man, all those heads. All those famous presidential heads.
Especially how high up they are.
60 feet.
That's what she said.
Abraham Lincoln, his son Lincoln Borglum, continued his father's work, and funding frizzled later that year. The sculpture, as we know it, is technically incomplete. The elder Borglum had originally intended to include Washington's torso and arm, and a bit more of the other president's bust. Today, the monument is operated by the U.S. National Park.
I just see our editor just in the corner, just go.
I'm glad they had the same thought as me, because all I was imagining was the president.
Now, the park services and undoubtedly the most visited site in the state.
Oh, we gotta go see it.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Just for all the blow and all that head that's high up.
And especially since it's gonna be in Black Hills.
Oh, goodness.
A BBC, if you will.
Oh, God.
But true
BHC.
story, off topic. Well, not off topic, but crazy story. So,
Okay.
a classmate of mine literally went to Mount Rushmore, knocked a couple of trees down just to get a photo. He is now in prison and was kicked out of school just for that, just for a shot.
Well, yeah,
Why would you
because
cut
do
down
you
the
realize
trees?
that entire area is like
Get federal government ground.
federal government ground and
Yeah,
protected? So like you even
Touch a
break
little leaf. Break a leaf.
you break a leaf off of one of those trees, the government puts you away.
Yep.
They come in to take me away. I take a leaf and they take me away.
Crazy work.
Like, I don't think they really emphasized it back then. Like,
No cap.
and he nearly killed himself. And he chopped down the trees with an axe and a chainsaw and stuff. It's like, for a shot?
That's right.
Yeah,
they-
I'll for a
Dude,
picture.
Have
yeah,
they not
let's just
noticed?
call him Alfred. Alfred, if you're hearing this and this story resonates with you, I'm sorry you didn't graduate, but seriously, that was a dumb move. Okay, continue.
Really shouldn't have done that, man.
That's some real stuff right there.
He could have just climbed a tree.
No.
He could have just climbed it, yeah. But
No.
no, he had to be like George Washington and
Chop,
chop.
Yeah, chop down the cherry tree.
Mm-mm-mm. So who invented the blue jeans then, babe?
Yeah. What's next? Who invented the blue jeans? The answer, surprisingly, is not Levi Strauss. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I told this guy in Old Navy.
Levi Strauss, Levi jeans.
Wait,
Oh!
the
yes.
designer?
Levi's.
I don't wear jeans.
Wow.
Fair
You're missing
enough.
out.
I wear leggings and stuff.
I mean, sometimes jeans are just like so uncomfortable, but sometimes there's that one pair of jeans that fit just right, and they make your booty look so
I've had some of
good.
those. I've had like maybe a couple of those, but all the other ones they either can't get past this or they're loose up here.
Yeah. There is like, and I have a few friends that are big girls like you and
Mhm.
like myself, and they use that app, what's it called, Stitchly or something?
I think
like-
I've heard of it.
There's, like, I usually see the YouTube ads and
I
stuff
heard
for
Stitch
it.
Fix.
Stitch Fix, that's it.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
use Stitch Fix, and they say like
Not sponsored.
it's actually pretty
You're not
good.
Not sponsored.
It's not a sponsor.
We're not-
No,
we're not
I'm
spon-
just
Nope.
just girl talk.
I don't know
helpful
how to
tip.
stitch though. That's my thing.
Well, that's why you get Stitch Fix. They make clothes that are directly to your unique
Size.
fit.
To your,
Oh
to your fit.
wait, so it's like
Custom made type deal.
They're custom made
Oh.
clothes, but made
Okay.
cheap.
Just for you. Like, no one else can't fit them, only you type deal. To your
I like
comfort
that.
fit.
Mhm.
unlike Marilyn Monroe's dress that
It's tailored for her.
was only tailored for her, and then fucking big ass Jenner wore it and ripped it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it's always a freaking Kardashian.
Always a
Much
Kardashian.
offense.
It is.
Anywho,
All offenses.
Anyway,
Speaking of ripping pants, let's rip into this.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Neat.
Glad somebody got it. Though he certainly did help popularize them in the United States, Mr. Levi Strauss.
Mhm.
That's right.
But
Marilyn wore
this-
dresses.
All-American garment became popular in the Wild West. Variations were being sold in other parts of the world. In the 16th century, merchants in Bombay, India, sold a hard-wearing blue fabric out of the dungaree fort, which was dubbed the dungaree. In the port town of Genoa, Italy, sailors used a familiar fabric to make sails and tarps and clothing. And the city of Nimes, France, about 300 miles from Genoa, along the French-Italian Riviera, was home to a factory that produced serge de Nimes, which comes from the English word denim. The French spoke of the Italian fabric as the blue of Genoa, bleu de Genes, hence blue jeans in English.
Genes.
English?
English.
I heard English.
Oops.
English? Or English?
I'm sorry. Blue de
English?
Genes and blue jeans in English.
Genes, jeans,
I'm sorry, it's my southern accent.
Genes.
Yeah, it just comes out.
Anyway, denim was an ideal choice for working class clothing. It was remarkably durable, concealed stains, and became more comfortable with use. Which, yeah, a good pair of jeans, it gets more and more cozy with use. They do.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fact.
We're wearing Levi's right now. They're freaking awesome.
Hell,
Especially when they're
I've had a
worn in.
pair, the ones that have fit good. I mean, they wear down at this part after a while, but it takes a long time before they wear down.
Like high heels.
I don't wear those.
Oh no, I got
I
a
can
funny
walk
story
in them.
for you for high heels. And his uncle told me a story that is true about. He was forced to wear high heels, and he got paid to do it in return.
He was not forced then.
No.
He agreed.
He agreed to do it
If
for money.
there was money, he
Yeah,
agreed.
There's money
agreed
involved. He just agreed to do it for
agreed.
money.
He was forced to wear.
No.
Well,
No.
he was paid to wear high heels around
There
the
you
house
There you go.
and break down the soles in the heel to a point where it's comfortable for the other person to wear.
That sounds like a good job market.
Make the
No.
man. Then the man would understand how we women feel trying to break
They
them
would.
suckers in. Like, you wonder why our feet hurt and we are crabby and cranky and all that's gonna do that makes us happy is just rub our feet. Like, you give us a foot rub and we're happy all of a sudden? Well, that's why. Experience our pain. Take a walk in our shoes for a moment, literally.
Yeah, he
Like,
took a couple hundred steps.
for
a
real.
day.
I bet he felt fabulous that whole time too.
No, he was in utter pain, and then his toes looked like Jack. Like.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
missing
the
a toenail
heel is
compared
like
to him.
that.
It was bad,
So
dude.
All for the name of love.
All for the name of love, but you know what? It was for his own.
The love of money.
Yeah.
Love of money,
Money,
Go on,
money.
baby.
It's all about the money, money,
I
money.
don't care how you
It's all
pay
about
for it.
the money,
I'm not
money,
walking
money.
in no hills.
if
No.
you were offered $100 million,
I wear
No.
platform
No.
combat
No,
boots.
I'll walk.
They're comfy as hell.
I'll let it walk.
I'd let Cameron would wear.
I know Karen will probably wear it.
I'm not letting Cameron wear my boots.
Nobody said he was wearing yours.
Oh, you want him to wear?
I said
like,
if he
go-go
was. I
boots?
said if he was offered $100 million to wear some heels, he'd do it.
You really think he'd do it?
No.
We've agreed that if we were given money to punch each other, we'd fucking
Oh
go.
my god.
That's different.
Like, I'm pretty sure $100 million.
I mean,
Money is money.
I'm sorry, honey. We're going Rocket Soccer Robots for $100 million too. We're the Rocket Soccer Robots. by
Like,
the
you
way.
know what that
In
money?
1853, at the time of the California Gold Rush, a German dry goods merchant named Levi Strauss opened a business in San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
intending to sell supplies to miners. Strauss teamed up with a Nevada tailor, Jacob Davis, to create pants that stood up to the punishing grind of mining work. When customers complained that the pockets and the other parts of the pants tore too easily, Strauss and Davis strengthened the stress points of the garment with copper rivets. They received a U.S. patent for this design in 1873. A rivet was placed in the crotch that was later dropped from the design because it conducted heat to sensitive parts of the body when wearers squatted in front of campfires.
Hot nuts.
Well, that's it for the fun facts. So that is it for today's fun facts. But still, that's quite amusing. They had to they had to make a whole new design of they brought in a great design of jeans, and then they had to redesign them because they put copper through the center part, and takes the word hot dog to a whole new whole new level.
Oh, God.
Oh boy, if my hot dogs were on fire just because of some copper.
Hot dogs roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, pretty much. They must have had a really bad lawsuit.
They did.
Yeah, more than likely.
They didn't have a pan for that cup formation over to keep it nice and cool.
Yeah, because copper's duo. It could be super cool or super hot.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends. Which one are you picking today, mofo?
But, yeah, so it'd be like, oh no, my hot dog's on fire. Oh, now they're deep fried.
I
Nice
got
and
donuts
nice and
now.
those
I got fried donuts now.
Yeah.
Donuts and a hot
You got
dog.
fried donut holes in a hot dog. Oh my goodness. Oh god, now I can never eat hot dogs and donuts again.
You did it to yourself, bud.
Yeah, you did. That was your fault.
Oh goodess gracious.
You can't tell me anything
Why are we
gross about
getting the
food. I'll
audience
forget
this
about
video?
it,
Look at
and
you.
I'll be
Dude.
fine. I'll eat it.
Not gonna lie, Nick and I like to watch, like, you know, those food channels
Love
where it's
those.
like
We do.
the extreme food
Love
things.
those.
Mhm.
Like, it's food corn for real.
Yeah. The only time I can't eat a food is if like come back up and it traumatizes me. I can't eat cherries now.
I can't drink red.
Weird pink soup that's like a Polish thing where like it's mostly vinegar and salt and like some kind of other like ingredient that turns the soup water like pink.
That's
Like literal pink. Like
no.
Mm-hmm.
like pink as your shirt, girl. Pink as
Word.
your shirt. For real. And
Mhm.
like you make it with like the linguine, like what? Wait, it's the linguine noodles that are the flat noodles, right? Or is it fettuccine?
Fettuccine.
The fettuccine flat noodles.
Mm-hmm.
And like then you like eat it, and this messed my stomach up so bad. It was horrifying. My stomach was messed up for like 3 days. I could not leave. Like I could not be more than 5 feet away from the bathroom. For real. It was that bad.
I
And
wouldn't have ate it to begin.
it was going both ends.
No, thank you.
I didn't eat
If
ziti
I had to
for
see that
5
come
years.
up,
I know
yeah.
how that feels. I could not look at the ziti the same way again for a while.
It came up and went down.
I can't really
Uh.
eat noodles when I'm sick, like ramen noodles. I can't eat those when I'm sick. That's horrible.
That's all that my mom would make us when we were kids. She called it oodles of noodles. I mean, well, it is oodles of noodles. I mean,
Yeah.
oodles is a lot, right?
Yeah, and it's some
Mhm.
noodles. But no,
I would've gone on
having those
hunger
come
streak
up
if they
whole.
I know, that's right.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't like, you know, break down properly. And
This is the thing. I have a tongue ring, so like
Oh, I get stuck.
I get stuck.
see, like I will never understand the thing about getting a tongue ring other than, you know, one side of it I get, but other than that, there's no point because
What's-
eating
what's
must be
the-
a beach
It's
to
okay.
do.
Okay.
Is it a coitus thing?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Mhm. Yeah, but okay.
And
I
all
will
viewers who
admit,
don't know what coitus is, Google it.
no. If you don't know what coitus is, you shouldn't be watching this.
No.
If you don't know what coitus is, just watch The Big Bang Theory.
They wouldn't. They probably wouldn't even get it. Then. But no,
We're a bunch of nerds.
Yeah. See, eating with it, okay. It's like 50-50. Sometimes if I eat too many chips, the ball will screw itself off and I will swallow it. So that has happened. And other times, if it's too loose to begin with, like say it's like a fully plastic one and you try to eat with it, that one pops off easily. Because the things just rub against each other and it just gets so loose it just screws off and yeah, you swallow those two. I've managed to not swallow 2 of them. I've had this since I was in 8th grade.
How many did you swallow so far?
Good question.
She doesn't even know. She'd just be like, "Oh, I'm missing one. Did it fall out or did I swallow it? I don't know."
Oh no, I definitely know I swallow it because the moment I realize that it's gone is after I've swallowed and I put my tongue back to the resting position, so it's just sitting on the top of my mouth and I'm like,
It's like when I say kids shouldn't watch Family Guy because what happened to me. I saw an episode of Peter Griffin swallowing 10,000 nickels.
Dude, that
And I
episode
swallowed
was
about 400 pennies.
yeah, that episode was something else.
Yeah.
put a
There's been
doll shoe
so
up my
many
nose.
Family Guy episodes where it's like, bro,
I just wanted to see if it was possible.
I used to-
didn't have nickels or dimes.
So
I
you
had
chose
pennies.
pennies.
Yeah, I was up checking. It was coming out.
Frankie, you an oddball one. But anyway, we're gonna end the episode on that note. So it's time for us to go to bed.
Yes, hasta luego.
But anyway, so thank you, Aubrey, for joining us on this episode today. It was really awesome learning about all these little fun facts about America. And we're going to see you guys on the next one. And remember to live life with eyes wide open. Let's see you on the next one.